Shri Mudit Narayan, Technology Officer, Office of TSA and Advisor to DIO, members of DIO, startup and partner incubators, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of CEO DIO, I extend a very warm welcome to all shortlisted participants of IDEX internship program Innovate for Defense. Internship opportunity Innovate for Defense is a 45-day long acceleration program for students of higher educational institutions of India. It's a great opportunity for interns to learn about developing their ideas, creating innovative defense products and technologies, incorporating a legal entity, and eventually becoming a part of Indian defense ecosystem and procurement. The program is scheduled to run in a virtual mode from June 1st to July 15, 2021. Application forms were invited for program and cutoff date for the same was 20th April 2021. In total, 935 applications were received, in which 787 applications were found eligible. The streams considered were computer science and IT, electronics and electrical, mechanical, marine engineering, artificial intelligence, communication, healthcare, aerospace, management, economics, and finance. IDEX was launched by Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi on 12th April 2018 during Defense Expo at Chennai. Since then, it has traveled a long distance in a short span of time and established itself firmly with result-oriented work culture and proven best practices world over. As on date, there are nearly 100 promising startup and MSMEs are part of the journey in 45 challenges on IDEX platform. These startups are closely monitored and guided by our carefully selected and deeply respected set of 9 partner incubators. The user perspective in these IDEX projects are provided by service officers themselves who are hands-on on these equipment. Recently, in a survey posted widely on YouTube and other social media, on 10 best defense startups in India, no less than 5 were IDEX startups. All winners who have been shortlisted will get to work with these startups. You are requested to utilize this opportunity, which can be a stepping stone for a future entrepreneurship venture. Once again, I wish all participants happy learning in your quest for knowledge and experience. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing the idea behind this internship. Moving ahead, I feel absolutely honored and delighted to invite the chief guest of our session today. Shri Sanjay Jaju comes from an Indian administrative service and is presently working as the Additional Secretary in Department of Defense Production in the Ministry of Defense, Government of India. He looks after the policies for bringing in investments and growth in defense and aerospace sector to advance the Make in India resolve. He has also been instrumental in setting up Defense Innovation Organization for creating a collaborative platform for startups to meet defense requirements. Shri Sanjay Jaju is a postgraduate mechanical engineer and a cost and management accountant by background and has completed MBA in finance. He has been an ardent advocate of information technology for development and governance. As the founding director in the National Highways Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited in the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, he could transform it as an e-company with initiatives like Enampro, Ifracon, ePace. These IT platforms have been awarded National E-Governance Gold Award by Government of India for the year 2018. Many of his projects have received recognition, and he has also won many international awards, including the Cyber City Award of UNDP. He has made presentations on e-governance all over the globe, including UN, Geneva, and the World Summit on Sustainable Development held in Johannesburg. He has written many papers that have been published and awarded in national and international journals and publications. He's a part of the inaugural class of the India Leadership Initiative of Aspen Institute, USA. Sir, we are extremely elated and honored to have you with us today. May I request you to please address our audience full of aspiring students and startups.
A very good morning, friends. I'd like to welcome all of you to this second edition of the Innovate for Defense internship that we started in IDEX. As all of you are aware, IDEX has been started as an instrument to create a bridge between the budding entrepreneurs, the startups, the innovators, and the defense establishment. As was mentioned, we have made some progress since it was launched 3.5 years back. We have had various rounds of challenges. We call them as Defense India Startup Challenge. We've done 4 editions of it. We have got more than 80 startups now identified to work towards solving military problems. Contracts are being entered into, prototypes are being created. Provisions have also been made in the acquisition procedures to ensure that what the startups produce is procured by the defense establishment. This exercise of creating an internship program emanated from the thought that while we catch startups and while we bring them into the IDEX fold at, I would say, a little bit late in the educational graph, it's also important to start catching the innovators young when they are in their colleges and provide them necessary encouragement, support, and also give them a degree of awareness in terms of how defense functions, how military problems are different from the way we look at, different from the commercial problems, and how do we build solutions, and how do we create and seed future defense enterprises. In fact, last year when we started this program, we were very hopeful that we could do it in the in-person format, but as all of you are aware, the pandemic came in and we had to perforce go to the online format. But I was very hopeful that this year possibly we'll be able to do the real one, but unfortunately again, with the pandemic raging in the country, we are again forced to do it in the online format. But that apart, I'm pretty confident that this exposure would be as good as it could have been in person. And I'm sure that you will all get deep insights into how defense problems could be solved, how you can look at creating careers in co-producing, co-developing technologies that could help defense and eventually may even have dual purposes and civilian applications. During the course of this internship, I'm sure you will be having exposure to some of our partner incubators. They are our vanguards. They're the ones who provide us grassroots level support. They are the ones who actually not just handhold our startups when it comes to their contracts. At the same time, they're also involved in this entire process of IDEX as a very important pillar. I'm sure during the course of this internship, we'll also try and give you exposure to some of our startups that are working for some cutting edge problems and technologies that they are developing. It also will give you inputs into how you could in future look at this as an alternative career profession. We've also done some partnerships with international organizations, academic institutions like Stanford University and the Defense Innovation Unit in US. I'm sure there will be some sessions coming in from those organizations as well. We'll have many more opportunities to interact with you. I limit ourselves to welcoming all of you to the IDEX family, IDEX fold. And I'm sure you'll all make use of this opportunity, even if in a virtual format only, to the best of your abilities. And I'm absolutely sure this would help you look at defense and strategic sectors as an important business opportunity when you graduate out of your colleges and start looking for a professional career for yourself. So once again, my welcome to all of you and hope to see you again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for those inspiring words that have set the ambience for this session. Now, I would like to invite a special guest, Shri Anurag Bajpai, who is 1994 batch Indian Forest Service Officer of Manipur Tripura cadre. Currently, he is posted as Joint Secretary DIP in the Department of Defense Production under Ministry of Defense. He has served various important positions in the state government. Prior to joining the Department of Defense, he has served as the Minister of Tribal Affairs in Ministry of Private Minority Affairs in the central government. He also holds as the Additional Principal Chief Conservator of Forest and CEO of Mission for Economic Empowerment of Traditional Artisans and Craftsmen. Sir, would like to invite you to address the audience now.
Thank you. Respected Additional Secretary and CEO DIO, Mr. Mudit, Mr. Arvind, and my dear students from premier institutions from across the country, and my colleagues from Team DIO. Very good morning to all of you. As we are aware that modern warfare is changing rapidly, and this requires new ways of thinking and problem solving. Our leaders of today and the future must be able to process quickly, react intelligently, and innovate to remain ahead of emerging technologies and threats. So, this i4D, this Innovate for Defense program has been it was conceptualized. It is a 45 days long acceleration program which will give our students the tools to think critically and respond to fast-paced challenges. It would be an opportunity for them to learn about developing their ideas, creating innovative defense product and technologies, incorporating a legal entity, and eventually becoming a part of the Indian defense ecosystem and procurement. Today it is a great day of second edition of internship program, and the inauguration has been done by none other than the pioneer of IDEX DEO, Mr. Sanjay Jaju, who has put his hard work and knowledge in the growth of IDEX DIO. Total 100 students from premier institutions like IITs, NITs, IISc, etc. from across the country have been selected for the program. And what I came to know that 85 students are mapped with disc winners, and 15 students will be working for DIO for development of IT applications. It is expected that this acceleration program will build a repository of skills and experience in using hypothesis and test rationale to solve real-world defense challenges. I'm sure that the students will be in position to create and build technology solutions for the challenges faced by Indian Armed Forces and develop minimum viable products that match the requirements in extremely short time without compromising on quality. I'm sure that they will come up with a self-sustainable and scalable business model for the proposed solutions, develop an understanding of the stakeholders involved, deployment and procurement mechanisms, and ultimate mission value in the Indian defense ecosystem. Finally, I may like to congratulate CEO of DIO and the team DIO for bringing excellence in innovation in defense. I wish a great success to all the students in their endeavor. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. Your words were truly inspiring and motivating. Now, I would like to invite another very special guest, Mr. Mudit Narayan, who has been very instrumental in setting up IDEX DIO. With his vast experience of innovation and entrepreneurship, DIO has set a mark in defense startup ecosystem. He holds 2 master's degrees in engineering and public policy from MIT and an undergraduate degree in civil and environmental engineering. He had joined Niti Aayog in 2016 to establish the Atal Innovation Mission. He is an expert of public policy development and governance work and interested in 2 fields: innovation and entrepreneurship, energy policy, climate change, and infrastructure regulation. Currently, he's working at the Office of Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India, Dr. K. Vijayaraghavan. He has also worked at the World Bank as an energy specialist responsible for managing investment projects in clean energy, transmission, and energy innovations. So, request you to please address our audience now.
Thank you, Malika. That introduction makes me feel older and more accomplished than I am right now. But very happy to be interacting with all of you. Mr. Jaju and Mr. Bajpai gave you a quick background of what we expect from you and what is in store for you. I just wanted to give you 2 insights in how we came about to this program, and that is connected to what we are thinking of offering you, or what we think this program will offer you. The internship at IDEX, as you know, will connect you to some of the startups which are getting funding from IDEX. And the idea is not just for internships, and this is not just one program. We see this as a part of a bigger continuum where hopefully some of you, maybe 30, 40 of you from the 100, will move and think about technologies or products that you want to develop, that you want to commercialize, and apply in the IDEX challenges next time, either open or Spark challenges. And there's a program for entrepreneurs in residence where you can, if you have an idea, work at an incubator, get some IDEX funding, develop a product, and then move on to the regular grant funding, which is up to 1.5 crore. So we see this as a continuum of programs to get and attract more people to innovate for defense. The lodestar, the North Star for IDEX, as I keep saying, is that India has a defense import bill of 7,000 crores a year. How can you and I put together, and our IDEX team and our partner incubators put together, bring that down by some amount? It may not happen today, it may not happen next month, or maybe even next year. But within a few years, we should be able to see that having invested in IDEX, the government of India got a 10, 100, 1,000 times return by reduction of defense imports. And by that, you mean the imports, which are both software and hardware. So that means manufacturing happens here. The more engineers like you and I get the opportunity to work here. And that kind of an ecosystem gets built only when all different parts of the ecosystem start working together. So that's how we believe that internships are a way of getting you enticed and interested into working for defense, innovating for defense. Right now, working with innovators at this grant winners, and then over time thinking of your own ideas. I understand that this time there are also several masters and PhD students, and I give a shout out to them especially. I have a lot of regard for those who are doing their PhD. I never finished mine, but I did finish 2 master's degrees. And I do believe that the higher education, advanced degrees really help you focus in depth on good ideas, on ideas that are really exciting for you. And so for the advanced degree students, I want to push you more. I expect more of you, because not only will you be learning from the grant winners like the undergraduate students, but I expect you to contribute a lot more by coming up with new ideas, by developing those new ideas, and maybe even taking them to fruition. 45 days is not enough, I understand, to come up with an entire product. But if you take on an independent project with the company, take that to a fruition. Many of you will be looking at taking jobs, hopefully not all. Hopefully some of you will become entrepreneurs. But for those who are taking up jobs, you know that within a few years, employers will start asking you to take on responsibility, take on projects by your own, and deliver them to fruition. And that is the skill set that I want you to think about in this internship also. When you work with the grant winners, think about what value you will add, and plan your own time, the 45 days or whatever the engagement is. It does not have to end at 45 days with this company that you are assigned to. Think about how you can take the entire thing to fruition. I would love to see more ideas on, just at the end of this 45 days, on what you think can be done. Also, all of you are coming from an academic background. All of you are at a point of time where analytical capacities are at your peak. So do take a very critical review of how you see this program and IDEX is working. And at the end of 45 days, please do write back to us and say, here are the 5 things that we could improve. But I want those 5 things to be backed up by evidence, by an analysis, and by a very strong argument that here is how this will fit into the ecosystem. And for that, you will have to work and understand what all IDEX are doing. You might know that we are working with startups. We're also working with serving Army, Air Force, Navy, the armed services officers and ranks on a program tailored for them. Think about how you can identify opportunities to improve their equipment, how they use the equipment, right? And all of these things are and all of this is open. You heard Mr. Jaju, you heard Mr. Vajpayee. So this is a remarkably open team for a government, any government, not just government of India. I don't think any government around the world has this kind of an openness or this kind of an open approach to reach out to youngsters and ask for ideas. So please take that opportunity. Please immerse yourself as much as you can. As Mr. Jaju said, it's very unfortunate that for the second year running, we're having to do this online. I would have loved to be in person with you. I would have loved to join you in site visits to the grant winners. But this is the age you're living in. Maybe we learn more things which we wouldn't have working on site. But as soon as the pandemic ends, see if you can find a chance to visit the companies, spend some time in the laboratories. I think nothing matches the excitement of getting into a laboratory and working there. And whether it is any kind of a laboratory, different kinds of laboratories now, or a workshop. And as an engineer, to me, being on a workshop is the most exciting thing. So go to the workshop of these companies, their labs where they're working, their offices, their tech garages. Spend as much time as you can, keeping yourself safe after the pandemic, and get to know how they are doing things, what you can learn. I believe the balance that we are providing at IDEX between some theoretical lessons, the lectures that I know Dayanand has put together for you, as well as the experience that you'll get with companies, is probably the best internship that you will find amongst your peers. If not, do let us know that there are people who are doing better and we will try to improve. But to the extent possible, we've tried to put together as cohesive, as comprehensive a package as we can. And I really want you to immerse yourself and do your best to get as much as you can from this. And hopefully keep supporting companies in the future, hopefully apply and get grants from us in the future. Let me stop there. And I would love to get into questions if you are taking questions. Malika, are you taking questions now, later?
Later, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Mudit sir, for addressing our young minds. I am sure your words have pushed our interns to be more enthusiastic and innovative in all projects and endeavors they take. Finally, I would like to invite Dayanand, Program Executive at DIO, who has put in all to ensure that this internship is a lifetime experience for you all. Daya, request you to please enlighten the students about few details of the program.
Thank you, Malika. Very good morning to Sanjay Jaju sir, Anurag Bajpayee sir, Mudit sir, Colonel Arvind sir, and all DIO officials, disc winners, partner incubator who have joined today, all interns, all DIO staffs. A very good morning and a great day for you all. First, I would like to congratulate all the students that yes, out of those 1,000 applications, you all have made in the final list. And I'm assuring you that yes, you have potential. That's why you could make it here. Since this time during selection, we have not only given due weightage to your academics, rather we have given more weightage to your project work, your past internship, short-term courses you have attended, or any research paper you have published. So be assured that out of all this extra activity you have done, that's why you could make in final list. This internship will surely also give you a network of good 100 students that you can share your ideas. And for the purpose, this internship has been being organized by IDEX GIO. We have selected 100 students. Out of this, 85 students have been mapped with our disc winners. Disc winners means those people who have been selected as a winner for after submitting their idea, who are working for a defense product development. We are very fortunate to have Sanjay Jaju sir here, who is a true leader, who has vision for this IDEX for the indigenous development of defense product for India. And this is his vision and true leadership that we all got this opportunity to work for this IDEX DIO. And you all also are very lucky that you get this opportunity to connect with IDEX DIO. And if you will see what we are working, we are directly connecting with the grassroots level problems which our Indian defense forces they are facing. We have two type of challenges. One is DISC, in which basically we ask from Army, Navy, Air Forces that what day-to-day problem or what grassroots level problem you are facing. And then we usually ask different people, different individual innovator like you student or any startup, any academicians, anyone who can provide a good solution for that. And then based on that, we give them grant up to 1.5 crore for prototype development or product development. And other is we have one other mode to connect with us, that is open challenge. If you have zeal and you think that yes, you can offer something which will help our Indian defense forces, you can make some technological advancement for them, then yes, you come forward, you submit your solution to us, and then through that channel also you can get connected. So why we are giving you internship? Yes, we are looking in you as a future defense innovator. We want to help you, we want to groom you. This the DISC winners with whom we have mapped you, they all are working for different challenges which we have launched, which you can also go through on our IDEX website under DISC tab. Therein all the details of all challenges are there. So either you can connect with the DISC winner for the challenge in which they are working. You can connect for that challenge. Or if you think that you have a very great idea which can help Indian defense in improving technology in any way, then you can come with that idea in the project. Both will be appreciable. We have also allotted you one mentor from DIO that you can connect with that mentor anytime for any guidance you seek. And also 15 students have been selected for DIO this time, those who were having computer science background, so that we can develop some IT application with the help of you student. And we will be regularly interacting for the requirement and development. So the self-reliance and innovation, entrepreneurship, technology development in defense, these all are the aims of IDEX for which we all are here. And in the coming 45 days, yes, as Mudit sir told that 45 days is not enough for any internship or any great idea to convert into a complete project. But yes, this is just a start. Even last year, 25 students have been selected, and out of those 25, 6-7 students worked even after 4-5 months with me and DISC winners also. So even afterwards, you can connect with DISC winner for your project completion if you think that you can go ahead. Some of DISC winner have shown very interest in mentoring you. They have that's why this time we have asked your interest field, and possibly we have matched a best combination. That if you are from mechanical and robotics, then we have tried to allotting you a DISC winner which is working in the same field. And DISC winner have also taken very great interest in getting interns. So I'm assuring you all that this time in this internship, you are going to learn new things. Whatever theoretical knowledge you are gaining in your college. Yes, before joining defense, I have been in academics for 6-7 years, teaching computer science subject at college level. So I can understand that in laboratories, in practical, we are limited to very, limited practicals. We usually perform 10 to 12 practical in a semester for a subject, but that never give you apply your theory into practical. But here you will get the opportunity, since you will be working for a real project, real life project of defense. And yes, your motivation level will increase with this. And once you will be working with this DISC winners, IDEX winners, then if you have any idea, if you have any zeal, then also you, after completion of this internship and your courses, all those master student or PhD student who have connected this time with us, you all can even submit good solution. If you have, you can make a good team out of this internship. and then based on that team, you can submit any good idea to us as an open challenge also. Even not now, then this is a learning, this is a start. At a later stage, yes, be ready for that, you can connect with us in future also. And I'm assuring you all that this internship will be a very great learning for you all. And we have scheduled few lectures with you all also, apart from your project. In that lectures, we have taken care that lectures are arranged in once or twice in a week, apart from your one mentoring session. So in those lecture, we have tried keeping in view entrepreneurship, innovation, how you can set your business model, how you can raise fund, since this funds always, like a fuel for any research projects. And during academics also, I have seen that we keep writing many research paper, we do publish, but converting those research paper in product development is also necessary. And at IDEX, we are very much focused on product development. And that's why we have conceptualized with help of partner incubators. One of our partner incubator Forge, we have conceptualized product development approach. So we are focusing that how this product can be developed. So this research is always like, vertical, that you go in depth, and this product development is like a horizontal approach. So those research should be converted into product development, and then only the dream which we have seen that we will decrease our dependability for foreign for this defense equipment and armed forces equipment. So yes, this is a new beginning for you all, and keep connected with us for any issue. Entire team is with you, and utilize this opportunity. And at the end, you should be with some learning, so that for the entire duration, you keep in touch with discipliner, DIO team, your mentor, and take all the advantage. Again, I will congratulate you all, and thank you all person present here. Thank you, team. Thank you, all interns. Thank you, Mallika.
Thank you, Daya, for giving the brief background and assuring our interns regarding this program. Before we end the session today, I'd like to remind all students that we shall be communicating with them through emails and WhatsApp groups. If you've not been added yet, please drop us an email or connect with anyone in the team. Now, thank you all for joining us today. We appreciate the support that we've received from our partner incubators, from our disc winners and startups. We are looking forward to a great learning experience with our interns. I would like to specially thank our esteemed guests, Shri Sanjay Jaju sir, Shri Anurag Bajpai sir, Shri Mudit Narayan sir, Shri Colonel Arvind sir, and our DIO team, Vivek sir, Dayanand, Saqib, Jatin, Samrit, Pooja, Manjeet, for organizing and being the backbone of this internship program. I'd also like to specially thank Vinit from T-Hub, who has graciously provided us with the necessary infrastructure to hold the online internship program. In the coming days, as Daya said, we will be organizing multiple sessions on various topics. The schedule for this is live on our website, and we will keep sharing more details before this session. Thank you all. Have a good day. Welcome on board and stay safe.